Hi, welcome to the St. Patrick's Day edition of Cooking with the Witchard Stovall Public Library. Today we're going to make traditional Irish soda bread. And it's very easy to do. All you need is 4 cups of flour, 4 tablespoons of sugar, so it's not terribly sweet. We've got some baking soda, baking powder, some salts. We need butter, both softened and melted. And of course we need our buttermilk, which is the key ingredient, and an egg. We're going to start by preheating our oven to 375, and we're going to grease our baking sheets. So now we're ready to bake. So I've used 1 bowl and I put my dry ingredients in it. So that's 4 cups of flour, 4 tablespoons of sugar, a teaspoon of baking soda, a tablespoon of baking powder, and a half a teaspoon of salt. And I've mixed that up. My other bowl, I like to separate them first. You don't have to. So in my second bowl, I've put the 1 cup of buttermilk. And then I've put in the softened butter, not melted, softened. So that's a half of a cup. And then I've put in an egg, 1 egg. I used an extra large. And then I'm just going to dump the wet into the dry and mix. I have a pastry sheet that I use, so I brought that out. I sprinkled flour on it and brought out the dough and started to knead it just a little bit. I've shaped it into a round shape, and then I'm just going to place it on the prepared pan. So here we have the dough on the sheet. And before we put it in the oven, we're going to brush the top of it, actually all of it, with the 1/4 of a cup of melted butter and a 1/4 of a cup of the buttermilk. We've whisked the 2 of them together, and we're just going to brush it over the top. And we're going to be brushing this throughout the baking time, about every 10 or 15 minutes, just to keep it wet. And it also makes gives a lot of flavor. So the more we add throughout the baking process, the better it's going to be. All right. So that was a 1/4 cup of butter and a 1/4 cup of the buttermilk. I'm now going to cut an X in the top. Okay, so there's my X, if you can see that. And we're going to bake it for 45 minutes. At 375, our oven's ready right now, and we're going to cook it until the middle comes out clean, approximately 45 minutes. So this is the Irish soda bread. It just came out of the oven. It took 45 minutes, and I basted it 3 times with the butter and buttermilk mix. Gave it a nice dark brown glow to the top of it. I did have a little piece from the edge here, really tasty. I'm looking forward to having a huge slice. So if you do make this, please let us know. We'd love to hear how you enjoy it.